Have you nailed your colors? Are your website colors reflective of colors that you love or colors that love you? Kind of an odd question, right? But when you're talking about website design, you're talking about the product image that you'll be using to advertise the program or the service that you offer to clients. Color matters. The dynamics, the geometry of the colors really matter. And my guest today is going to give you a very quick rapid fire answer to two questions that will provide huge impact. And if you are listening carefully, this 10-minute podcast will be gold for you more than a 40-minute podcast in some cases. So what I'd love for you to do is listen. If this piques your interest or you realize that your website, your product images, or the theme colors you use on your social media or what you wear, you're doing unconsciously, you may want to rethink before you redesign all of those things and go and listen to the full podcast episode that'll be at Flipping 50. So both our episodes today are at this one for you and you only, the back door in the green room, fitnessmarketingmastery.com/color. And the full episode will be at flipping50.com/color. I'm Deborah Atkinson. You are listening to She Means Fitness Business podcast. It's been previously known as the Voice for Fitness Professionals podcast, which it is, and as Fitness Marketing Mastery, which it is. But we really have narrowed our scope to talking to those of you who are females, actually most of you working with females who are also in midlife or older. So I share marketing and sales strategies that are easy, enjoyable, even fun, and anything but sleazy, salesy, and pushy. So you can build a business and a life you love. And the goal is twofold. And we're doing a lot of this fall, so stick around. If you're in 2022 and you're wondering, how do I finish stronger? This year's been a little bit different than the last two, but not necessarily different better. And if you want a strong start in 2023, right now, if you're listening and in real time, I want you to go to flipping50.com/plan promos, and you'll get in on a masterclass about how I plan my content, plan my promotions for an entire year in advance, usually around October of the year before, so that I'm ready for the end of the year and holiday productions or promotions, as well as to launch a really strong next year. And here's what we all know or think, that it happens accidentally. People are going to drop in your lap. January is always busier. I would tell you, friends, if you look at the statistics for me in the last 9 years, January is not even the third highest revenue generating month. The money is not made in January that you are delivering service on. All right. If you wait till then, people already made their choices. So November and December are big times for you to make pivotal movements to get those clients in. And then you want to be looking at other pivotal times. And I will tell you what those are, and I'll tell you how to do it. So I'll put all the links in the show notes so you know how to get there. But for now, listen to this episode and my guest, Jennifer Butler. Jennifer is the leading expert in sociology, let me spit that out, of style and color. Her experience lies in the art of visual communication, understanding that mastery of appearance is critical to effective communication. Who could that be more true of than a fitness professional? Building on her fashion expertise, knowledge of human nature, and understanding of color, she develops style and color palettes that reveal the essence of an individual's personality. Through her work, Jennifer helps clients to powerfully, authentically, and effectively express themselves. So whether you or your business, or isn't your business an extension of you? Let's dive in. So, Jennifer, thank you for double dipping. You didn't know you were going to get to do two podcasts with me, but here we are.
Thank you
So much. Yes. And so we're going to send all of our listeners or viewers over there to flipping50.com/color to listen to the full episode for themselves, their personal selves or their home or their partner. But here I'd really love to dive into what trainers and health coaches right now are looking for is greater connection, a way to distinguish themselves from every other trainer option out there. How will really finding their best expression of themselves through the colors they're using in so many places support their business goals?
mm. Yeah, wonderful question. So I think when we set up a business, one of the things we're looking for is how do we create trust? How do we create this sense of magnetism? And it comes from being ourselves through what we say, but also the person is created through their coloring. So the way that you see me is this blue that I have on is a power color, right? So it's highlighting me. At the same time, the purple is a support color. And then I have on a necklace that is my shade of red. But everything is congruent. If you look at the pillows, the screen, everything is picking up an aspect of me. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I can be present and powerful as I am using all of my colors for my branding, right? And it creates a consistency. It creates alignment. It creates congruency. And
Can I ask?
ultimately that creates trust.
Beautiful. And I would love to ask you this. So, if this were a different scenario, so you are here, you've just done a podcast with me, and you were my guest, so almost a presenter or a speaker. What if you were doing a one on one consultation with someone who was new? Would you have dressed differently?
If someone is new, I usually wear either my eye color, which creates a sense of balance. Remember, we know that eye color is the mirror of the soul. Another choice would have been my skin tone, because that's a color of trust and intimacy.
So, just for example, so these are two go tos that often I will wear if I'm doing a consultation with
Yeah, it's
someone.
beautiful. Like, it's interesting when you held them up, I felt instantly related to you,
Mm.
right? In a very kind of calm, just a kind and loving way. So it's fun to see that the way we're designed physically has all these different aspects. So your skin tone is about intimacy. Your eye color is about balance. You do have a power color. Here's my blue. And then you have a support color. So there's a harmonic that is created with your body, right? The way your body is designed. And what I do is mirror that back to you in color. So you're saying to the universe, thank you so much for creating me. I'm delighted to be who I am. Here I am in all my living colors, right? Without having to change anything, without having to do something different. I'm looking at, so what people need to understand is that personality and our essence is created through our physical coloring. And it's so obvious that we forget it. And when I looked at my closet and I had nothing to wear, I thought I wasn't attracted to myself first. Now, isn't that interesting? I was attracted to everybody else in my life. I was wearing all of their colors. So I thought, well, how do I come home to myself is to fall in love with my coloring.
Wow, you've nailed me. Right. So, for our viewers, I pointed this out in the prior Flipping 50 podcast as well, but I used to be in that pink, and that is not my color. And yet, it's hard, I think, because you will often get compliments, but I get different kinds of compliments now. And people, instead of saying, I love that dress or I love that color, will say something about me. Like, that's your color. You look great in that dress. And I'm not sure they're conscious of that they're doing that, but it does change it. So I would also love this because this was really an eye opener for me as well. I don't believe I've ever taken my closet or what I was wearing and consciously chose my brand colors, the colors that I would use to post on social media as my background or product,
Mhm.
pictures and colors. How important is that? How much is that the same and or different?
Well, I think we are our own product, right? So whatever I'm wearing is my promotion,
Mm-hmm.
right? And my products are all an expression of me. So they're all some aspect of my coloring, right? I wear
Mm-hmm.
a lot of red, black, and white. Red is my passion color, black is a neutral, and white is my hair. Today I'm wearing different colors, right? Because I wanted to be colorful, but you'll notice the gold in the background is my
Mm-hmm.
eyes, as is this beautiful copper. So well, I'm combining warm and cool colors, which is also very important for branding. So say you decide, I'm going to do royal blue and silver. But what about adding bronze or copper to that? Then you have warm and cool. And the people are drawn in many ways to their own coloring.
Got it.
So when I would wear olive,
Mm-hmm.
my father would love that. It was his color. It didn't work on me, but it
Mm-hmm.
worked on him.
So interesting. So often, if I am testing for a product image and I'm looking for what's going to perform well, I will often go to a group of buyers, like my members, and I will ask them, which of these four images do you like better? Now that I'm questioning myself. Are they just voting based on their own colors? And so I'm not getting any kind of an answer that is helpful at all.
Right. Well, the other choice would be like, what is your messaging?
Yeah.
Internally, what is the ultimate message? So if
Mhm.
it's about relationship, you've got to have your skin tone or
Mm.
your passionate red. If it's
Mhm.
about powerful or being powerful in the world, like this blue, for example, is a power color, and you have yours. It may be
Mhm.
purple, right? Everybody has a different sequence of colors that create who they are in physical
Mhm.
form, and each color has a different meaning. So I'm aware of, okay, what's the product I'm promoting? So if it's
Mhm.
health, I would look at, well, let's see, health, it feels green, is energy, life
Right.
force. So I might look at putting something in my greens out. So
Fantastic.
it's your authenticity and then your messaging that creates really the advertisement for the product.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm back to the drawing board on that one, but that was so insightful. And I thank you so much. I won't take any more of your time, but what I would suggest heavily listeners is that you go back, you listen to flipping50.com/color and hear the importance of everything we've just said so that as you listen, you're not only listening for yourself, your personal self, but you're doing it in a meta level
Mm.
about how you will relate to customers as you choose the colors that you are for yourself and or how they may be feeling about themselves and why that's happening, because the better you understand your customer, the more they only want to choose you.
Mm.
Jennifer, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It was a delight.
And listeners, what are you waiting for? The world needs us right now more than ever. You can go to the show notes. I'd love to hear from you at fitnessmarketingmastery.com/color for all the links to reach more about Jennifer and the Flipping 50 Show.